Good morning, this is Cecil and Blues. Thank you for joining me today back at the Radiant Cecil and Blues estate. We are continuing to just, kill some time while we wait for the next Darkest Dungeon expansion to release. We still have not gotten an exact release date. Last they said it was going to be the end of May, the beginning of June. Their silence seems to imply beginning of June seems more likely. We had a town event at our last play. I think we used it. Yeah, we used it. Dismas is there. I haven't leveled him up yet, but we'll get around to him. Today we are going to go on a rank 5 mission, a champion mission, with a group of all Hellions, the Hell's Bells, as it were. I have them set up with trinkets and abilities. The ones in the back row are going to, I don't know, be doing breakthrough kind of consistently. If they're in the far back, that's really the only thing they can do except for heal. As the mission goes on, if the front units get injured, we can shift them into the back position and shift their abilities so they focus more on healing themselves, and then we can cycle them that way. So I'm kind of interested to see how this works. We're going to trigger the Warren special event too, so we can have a strong team to maybe go into the Warrens, get some bonus experience, or just tackle maybe this long mission where we can get the Ancestors Mustache Cream. And the fact that that is the reward from both of our current long champion missions implies to me that it is the last Ancestors trinket that we don't have. So we're going to go in, we're going to break these things. I'm going to take 4 shovels. Warren's isn't the most shovel-intensive area. We are going to take a full stack of medicinal herbs to benefit our Hellions when they are fighting tough enemies. And I'm going to take some torches as well. If things are going real well, we might kill them. So let us go on out there. Do I care about Blight? Or Bleed? I don't think I do. Let's go. Some people might disagree with that. I know, I don't always provision the best that I should, and it creates problems. And it's always because I want to have that one more inventory space to carry home that pile of sapphires I never get, or what have you. So, this is a activate 3 shrines. This map is actually quite large. I did not expect this. How do we want to approach this? I guess we could head left and loop around. So let's do that. We're gonna head west on the map with our group of Hellions. They see nothing, which we knew kind of going in here. Do we get scouting here? We do have one of them equipped with the Ancestors map, which is where we're getting kind of our bonus scouting chance. We didn't get it this time, so let's head into a hallway we don't know what we're going to run into in. Whether that be traps or enemies, it looks like it's enemies. We have surprised them, though. So with them going first, I guess we break... Oh, you know what? Let's adrenaline rush. Actually, we're gonna break through. Those only have 12 hit points, so we can bounce back and forth there. We can Iron Swan. Oh, that's a big miss. All right, so that killed the maggots. So that seems to be good. We could start stacking the bleed, or we could stun this guy. Let's go ahead and stun him. So now we've completely debuffed our entire party. And that might make the next round a pain in the butt. So we can reach him. We can get those bleeds churning. Wow.
For the slightest lapse in concentration.
That is just mean. So if we break through, we're gonna do 2 to 4 damage. Hardly seems worth our time. We can, if it bleeds again, that should kill him. 13 damage, 12 hit points. So anyone who can act They're just going to adrenaline rush.
Prodigious size
The
alone does
we only
not
have one
displace
Hellion that
what
was
blade.
badly wounded by that encounter. Actually wounded at all. The enemies only threw out one hit. So we'll see what we got in this next room. It is a big fat nothing. Heading north. Here's our first animalistic shrine. Oh, I almost just dragged that out and threw it away. So there's the first shrine. Get our torch back up. When we get the opportunity, we'll want to heal our head. Whoa, I hope that was... Okay, that was my front
Find
person.
that such
They resisted the
missteps are
bleed.
exception, and not the rule.
Let's see what's in this room. The answer is nothing. Okay. We're gonna go north since we didn't get scouting to see what might be up here. We got some enemies. Alright, so breakthrough is the first attack. Followed by, I think... Oh, these guys haven't acted yet, so I am also going to Yop. We can Iron Swan the back, which did a lot of damage, but didn't quite get the kill. Which is kind of a bummer. We've got to adrenaline rush back here. The stress is stacking up on that front unit. So she's gonna... I think we're gonna bleed out.
Surges as the enemy crumbles.
And we're gonna, if it bleeds... the fact that the bleed was resisted there was kind of a bummer. Also, I cannot believe that we're getting so focus fired on the stress stuff. Let's go for a wicked hack. Okay, look at these guys. We got 2 enemies at 1 hit point. We have made a terrible decision. That cannot be a coincidence. We're gonna have to camp just to get rid of the stress immediately. Okay, yeah, I mean, we gotta hit them. We have to use a turn to hit them. This stuff would have been nice if it was,
Their formation is
Alright.
broken. Maintain
That front corpse not going away was kind of a huge blunder. So we will spend some time healing. We can't reach that back unit with anyone right now. He probably can't do anything? Guess we'll find out if he has a position 4 ability. Well, guess we won't. Iron Swan. Oh, okay, well, I guess we have an opportunity. That's what life gives you, opportunities. Hook where it hurts. Alright, he can do that from position 4. I'm just gonna keep healing. These corpses should evaporate there, and now we can kill him. Not with this unit, though. If it bleeds.
Continue the onslaught.
Alright, key food. That's nice. Let's go ahead and eat some of that food. I think we can go a little bit longer without triggering an affliction. I am gambling here. And, you know, just the longer we go, the more we're probably going to have to spend getting them under control. Let's do a real quick thing here. Self-only, minus stress. What else can we do? Battle trance. We don't have that unlocked. Alright, well, that could have been an oversight. If these guys don't have additional skills unlocked. Sharpened spear. This one has a full access. So there's some stress. We do have Revel. Yeah, we might be able to get rid of stress that way. Maybe pop on that as an opportunity. Alright. Yeah, I think I'm good. Alright, heading back into gear. I need to get my torch up.
As the light gains purchase,
Heading east.
spirits are lifted.
About halfway done.
This is made clear.
There is loot. We'll let the food overflow for the moment. Into a trap.
Mechanical
That
hazards
time we did get the
possessed
bleed,
by
so
evil
that
intent.
this unit is going to need probably to waste their first turn. Okay, I guess we're just gonna instead have a shrine and then ask ourselves if we want to risk one more fight before we look into the future. We're also gonna have to head south because there could be a shrine in that hallway that we can't see. Oh man. The likelihood of it is almost nil. But let's explore. Yeah, I know you're bleeding. Oh my. Stop with the traps, you guys. I equipped you with a trinket, didn't I? Yeah, see, look at this. 25% increased scouting chance. We're not gonna touch the bones. There's nothing in this room. Alright, I think we're gonna have to camp at some point here. Let's, I guess we are going to engage in this one combat that I have put off,
Trinkets and baubles.
or decided that I can survive. We've got light going out. Alright, in here we will have combat. We have one unit that's kind of low in hit points. They'll have to energize themselves. Alright, we have a bunch of stress in the back rows there that we want to deal with. So if we charge up our first round, yeah, that we need to deal with that. Okay, thank goodness the pig turret back there is going to not load up stress quite yet. If we adrenaline rush here, I'm actually gonna not. Let's, if it bleeds, because it doesn't give her a debuff, and if she gets shifted to the back, she can do something. Hook where it hurts. We're instead gonna Iron Swan, which did not get a kill. And then we're gonna, if it bleeds again. Alright, that unit will bleed to death, it will shrink everything down, and then everything's kind of in the third position. Vomit again does not hit our unit who's in danger of, wow, we're getting loaded up with diseases. Alright, I feel like the Iron Swan again here anyway. Butcher's Cut is gonna, ooh, I was gonna say put her on death's door.
The slow death, unforeseen.
Alright,
Forgiving.
so if it bleeds, or you go for the double stun. I think you go for the double stun here. It'll give us a chance to, well, if it bleeds, the back unit is going to break through, dealing actually less damage than you think, so instead we're just going to heal. We might still rely on that, because, you know, once we get our damage pumped up, it feels pretty good. So, if it bleeds again, gets a kill, this unit's stunned this turn, and since they haven't acted yet, bleed out is going to do a lot of damage over that time. We can't if it bleeds him. And I can't adrenaline rush a different Hellion. We are just going to keep healing up here. The front unit, I think, should probably focus on getting her health up. 5. We're probably going to want to slide her back. Now, here we would have to break through. I don't know if that's a good idea, so instead we're going to heal, get her up to full. Butcher's Cut into the back row is actually that's the ideal. If you can spread out any damage, that helps us in the long run. He is at 11 hit points. He's taking 5 points of bleed. This will deal 5 to 9 damage. Let's go ahead and do that. He'll now bleed to death on his next action, so we can just have all of these guys adrenaline rush. Unfortunately, he went too quick. We did not get to benefit fully from that. So this unit is in danger. If I were a smart man, I would probably shift them back. Right now we're going to camp, though.
Together, furtive and vulnerable.
Stress there. Then we reject the gods, which is going to be kind of a weird thing. Like, you can't do that overall. It's a 30% hit. We're probably going to want to revel. Can't reject the gods there. So revel seems like the right option. Revel gives everybody 20... yeah, 20% reduced stress for everybody. Alright. And then we can revel again. And that'll leave us with 4 actions, so we can even buff somebody up. And then what do we do? Battle. What's a good buff? Spear, sharpened spear, crit chance, or battle trance. Only useful for the person in position 1, or we wound care. Someone should probably wound care. The one. We can get them health in other ways. But they don't have the battle trance. Okay, right. I can't just decide who gets battle trance. So we'll wound care. And I don't know, we'll pep talk. Then we'll rest. We might get jumped at night. We did.
Much worse than mere trickery.
It's a pretty nasty jump too, and we've been reshuffled, and this team is not necessarily perfectly constructed to deal with a shuffle. And we get a ton of stress. So let's see what we can do. If they ever give us a chance to act. Alright, apparently our team is just really slow. Okay, shit, yeah, I have to move this unit forward. And I have to be cautious about how I do it. Yeah, this is gonna be rough. We could hack, or if it bleeds. Whoa, sneeze from nowhere. If it bleeds into the 3rd row to get rid of one of those stress dealers. From here, we cannot charge forward, because if we use breakthrough, we're going to undo our movement of getting our front unit going. So that's not a good option. We're gonna, if it bleeds, the stress dealer again, make sure it dies. Then that'll slide the Doomsayer forward. And then we can stop that stress from happening. Stress actually is going to be less of a concern for us overall, because this team has a ton of stress-reducing buffs. Damage, on the other hand, nobody's friend. So again, she cannot act very effectively from there. We can now start cycling breakthroughs. So I'm going to do that. Oh, actually we can't. The other unit in the back doesn't have breakthrough. All they'll be able to do is heal. If it bleeds, it gets dodged. Alright, well, we'll do some healing. front unit is in danger. Oh, and yeah. That's going to be a death's door.
Teetering on
I
the
mean,
brink.
on the one hand, this unit belongs in the back row, so shifting them back later isn't going to be a problem, or after this fight isn't going to be a problem. Their terrible stress is a problem. Oh. Let's deal with him. We're going to break through again, I think. Because it... No. No. We're going to break through on that front unit. So that involves getting the... Oh my god! That was the worst dodge ever. So the Doomsday triggers a death blow, I think? Nope. Alright, you gotta go for the breakthrough. Hope you get 2 kills. You get 0 kills! Look, where it hurts doesn't hit the dangerous party, which is fine. This person is gonna bleed to death. You can do some healing. We have to break through again, I think, to deal with this stress. What is going on? I mean, she does have a bunch of minus accuracy. What the hell? I have done this to myself. Alright, she is gonna break over the course of this. There's nothing we can do to fix it.
A dizzying
God.
blow to body and brain.
There's the resolve. She's gonna be masochistic, which is probably pretty bad for someone who's on death's door. We can't act from here, so we heal. But we gotta heal, if it'll even let me. Take her off death's door. Anyone who tells you that preventing nighttime ambush is a waste of your time, this is why it's not.
Hand's breadth from becoming unwound.
This 100% completely screwed our entire group. We're probably gonna have to run away.
Eradicated.
Like, I don't even know the best way to deal with it. Okay, so part of... Yeah, so... I should
Or is
have...
it merely a
Excuse
trick
me, no,
of
you're
the light?
gonna eat that. This was also part of the problem. I forgot to use medicinal herbs right off the bat. We were suffering from our negatives from Revel. That's why we were missing so much. And so that was a huge oversight on my part. We can get them off death's door. We can put our party back in the right order. Our back units are the ones who are in the most, like, health danger. So if we spend time getting their health under control, we may be fine. I want to eat some food, but I need to be cautious in the case of this could be okay. This is gonna buff somebody. Let's ignore. This is gonna be a buff to this person, I think. Alright, so that person now has bonus 86% damage. Here's our last shrine. Well, that couldn't have gone better for us. Let's continue adventuring. I mean, let's have a good time. Occult scrawlings? Eh, uninteresting. There was nothing in this room. We got no scouting.
The light. The
I mean, yeah, because we
promise
don't have a lot of
safety.
treasure. We've completed this mission, and so if we leave, we benefit just by completing the mission. But, you know, if we pick up some extra food, or not food, treasure, we'll make it all the more worthwhile. Because right now, we've got almost nothing. There's actually been very little combat here. We have a treasure chest to the east, and as we know, these are... oh god. Well, we surprised them. An adrenaline rush. Try and get our health back. Here, let's... if it bleeds the front unit... Alright, he's done. And then we will grab that one. We probably actually should have grabbed the front one, since it was going to slide up and won't be out of the range. Alright, here comes another resolve check. Or is that the person who's already afflicted? That's the person who's already afflicted. This poor team of ladies. They are going to take a few weeks of rest once they get back to town. They are going to spend some time in the hospital. So just in general, not going to be fun for them. So you bleed out again. Oh, that's an instant kill. That I would not have expected when we were already debuffed. This unit bleeding, probably... That order of operations worked out perfectly. Oh. Well, that's unfortunate. The good news is that that unit will die on its... oh, no, it won't, because the bleed wore off. Alright, well, then we gotta kill it. I was gonna say, good news, everyone just gets to adrenaline rush. But it looks like we're relying on our position 2 Hellion to get this kill. And she did. Thank you. We do pick up some bandages. Great.
Brought low and driven into the
We
mud.
do have combat coming up in the next room. And I tell you,
May we
it would be
find
nice to get some
victory.
treasure, some gold. Alright, this is a pretty nasty fight. We're probably going to have more people get afflicted. I think you go for an Iron Swan right off the bat. With her damage bonus, that easily got the kill. Then, I think if it bleeds... and you break through... and the Yop, not as useful, so I think if it bleeds again, which should guarantee a kill on that unit, meaning only our our bad guy here is the problem. Our big guy, not bad guy. So, we just gotta focus all our energies into him. We will use Bleed Out to do a considerable chunk of his health. Then, we can, if it bleeds him, and break through, probably unnecessary. Punishment is a stress attack or a bleed attack? It's a stress attack and a bleed attack. Alright, well, you know, why have one when you can have both? He is dead the next time he acts, so we can spend this round adrenaline rushing everyone to kind of regen their health. If only that provided some stress relief as well, we would not nearly be having the problems we are having. Alright, she steps forward, which is of course a problem in this particular layout. But since we're all healing anyway, it doesn't matter this round.
A victory.
Okay, hey, look, a sapphire. A bag of marbles? What the hell? Oh, I thought that said -5 dodge. I'm like, that seems like a pretty useless trinket. Alright, put everyone back in order. We do have extra food. So this person who's incredibly wounded. Actually, this person who's... I know this sounds silly. Less than incredibly wounded. It's going to go back. We are going to shift this person into the absolute back row. They'll be able to just regen their health. And we'll open the strong box. Of course it's trapped. Looks like they resisted whatever trap was in there, though. Alright, just a few more rooms to explore. What could go wrong? We've got one more person who's just on the verge of affliction. Who knows? They could become valorous. Oh, we have another chance. That, maybe. Do I want to lose this entire group? That seems dumb. What I would do going in here is I would focus on getting our health up, and this would be the last thing we did. We're not going to explore the rest of this as a result. All right, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get this health up. All right, she's full. All right. Here we go. Torch goes in, and we're gonna get more afflictions. This is where it's gonna be a risk. Is if we get a couple of people who proc valorous, then we're good. The right people got shuffled. That was huge. All right, bleed out. Manage our debuffs. We've got a couple more medicinal herbs. We're going to Adrenaline Rush from the back row. We're going to wait until he has ads out. We will bleed, though, because we can reach him, since he's a large monster. So he's in advancement.
How quickly the tide turns.
Alright, we got some stuff going on. That's fine, that's fine. There's a resolve test. Nope. No good.
Fear and frailty finally claim their due.
Alright, we're going to focus on the Shambler with the front rows. And we're going to focus on the Clapper Claws with the back row. I think we'll be fine. Alright, we can bandage that bleed away, because we don't have time at the moment to deal with anything except for Iron Swanning. Yeah, alright. Oh, what? No, you're using that. No, actually, shit. Okay, no, we're gonna stack that. And I resisted the bleed. From here, we break through.
Precision and power.
Okay. And then we yop. That probably was a bad plan. Undulating Withdrawal gives us a bunch of blights.
Injury and despondence.
Okay, there's a resolve test. 2, we got, yeah, okay, abusive. And then we got one more. No, one more person's not quite there. But with insults like that, it's coming. You go for the strike. That is a lot of damage. If we Adrenaline Rush, we get rid of our debuffs. They've already acted, so okay, we'll Adrenaline Rush. Followed by... if it bleeds here... Oh... And that's my fault. I should have not, Wait, what? Why did they have that debuff?
Terrible vistas.
Yeah, I know you feel faint. There's the resolve test. None of these proc valorous. They marked themselves. Like, I gotta do this to deal with these Clapper Claws. Only one of them died. Alright, so she's dead. Probably. Her heart, if this doesn't kill her, her heart attack's going to any second. It'll break through again. We gotta start cleansing debuffs. Bleed out is the right call. Oh, it's so close to dead. We got this. We got it. Oh, we got it. We got it. Nobody died.
The bigger the beast, the greater the glory.
We also picked up the Ancestor's Candle. Look at all that gold. Totally not a bad decision. That also did get us an achievement that was, one of those achievements that you probably shouldn't get, but completing a dungeon with everybody afflicted. So, abusive, fearful, masochistic, riddled with disease. Only 2 of them are diseased, but given the number of diseases that popped up, they must both have at least 2 diseases. So that team is looking pretty haggard. We do have fresh air in the tunnels, so we'll be able to get some bonus XP on low-level heroes. Did we get a... No. That's just... Why? Why does there refuse to be... Let's sort by class. Why does there refuse to be... we do have 4 Vestals. We have 4 Houndmasters. Grave Robbers? I think we lost a lot. No, we got plenty of Grave Robbers. And Jesters, we got plenty of those. So none of this is what we want. And the Antiquarian just refuses to show up. It's like as though I'm playing a version of the game before the Antiquarian was added. So, where do you start? These guys are all afflicted. That is an absurd amount of disease. So let's put them in for disease treatment. 5 diseases on 2 people. Fitzroy and Kuji, they are gonna get some treatment. So that's gonna help them. And we're back up to 64,000 gold, which is fine and all. I don't know exactly what we want to do. It's so weird how off balance our stagecoach has been. We've seen almost no highwaymen through the entire game. We haven't seen antiquarians in like 20 weeks, and we've been looking for them. We've seen very, very few crusaders. As I said before, I'm pretty sure we've recruited everyone we've seen, which has been 2. So, hopefully things turn around so that we can do some more interesting parties. I'm going to look over what we have available to us and decide what would make a good party or what we need to level, because if we can get some levels right now, that would be good. What do we have available? We have kind of the full gamut here. We can run champion level missions, or we can run a medium mission for some power leveling, or we can do a 0 level mission with a team of weak heroes all by themselves so that they can get some resolve XP but without the benefit of the torch. So, choices. Thank you so much for tuning in. I am going to wrap this video up. I will be back tomorrow to continue our journey towards the Crimson Court. Thank you so much for watching the series. I hope you're enjoying it, and I also hope that you have a great day.